3.
Sorry, hello?
Jacob?
Hi.
Hey, Jacob, it's Tim Anthony here, City Winnipeg.
Oh, good. Hey, Tim. Thank you for calling.
Hey, listen, sorry, I hadn't updated my phone. I was actually away from the office for about 3 days.
Oh, okay.
I did get the messages this morning, but I've been pretty fast.
Okay.
I'll start with a couple of things, because I did get your messages.
Okay.
I thought our last conversation, which might have been about, 6 or maybe 8 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I had 2 other inspectors involved in dealing with your neighbor there at 81 Howard.
Okay.
So one of the other inspectors was inside closing off some issues. One was taking over from me on the outside stuff and wrote a violation notice.
Oh.
And I think those dates have come due. So what I'm going to do, and before I can answer all of your questions, I'll do a follow-up here before Friday on what we're doing with that gentleman.
Okay.
Because he, based on my last conversation with the inspector that took over, Jason, they were going to be pulling permits regarding deck and gazebo outside, and I know that hasn't happened. So
Yeah.
I'll follow up, and I'll be able to get your call back with further answer on that. But your second question, in regard to them doing the grading,
Yeah.
they don't need a permit to do the grading, but there are certainly regulations for how deep their slope can be running back towards your yard. And I believe, don't quote me, but I think it's about 2.5% grade maximum, whereas he's not going to be flooding out your property with shedding of water, snow melt, right? So
Yeah.
that's something I will also confirm and let you know. Now, he doesn't need a zoning variance at this particular juncture based on setback from what I saw, but when he does go to finalize and do this permit application, to which there are fines in place already that he'll have to pay as well.
Okay.
He's probably unaware that's happening, but he will have fines and fees to pay. And then when he brings drawings in with that, he will have to apply for a zoning variance. If that zoning variance gets posted and you disagree with him moving forward with that, then at that point you can certainly make those calls in to the zoning office that you don't want to see this thing move forward, and he may end up having to make his alterations or remove all of this entirely.
Oh.
So I find some backwards work here on this again, because I passed it forward, and then I kind of was hoping that he was going to comply with my request.
Yeah.
And then when it got taken over after I spoke to you, I kind of let it go a little bit. So I can certainly confirm. I'll have to do some homework for you on those 3 topics, and then I'll give you some solid answers on where it's sitting and exactly what your rights are with how it's come together.
Yeah, okay, excellent. And yeah, thanks for calling me back. I just want to mention, I did make some calls. I was on the phone for an hour almost trying to confirm this grading thing about requiring a permit and whatnot. I spoke to Women at Waterworks, public, everywhere.
Yeah.
And they said there was a permit, that there has to be a permit if you're going to grade the yard. Because, when you mentioned 2% and stuff, I don't like in basic numbers, like what is that in inches?
Well, that'll be 2 inches of height.
Okay.
Sunday, 12:43 a.m. Manson, 4.
Winnipeg Housing Inspections, Thursday the 4th, just before 2 o'clock. Jason, as per our conversation yesterday, I can confirm a few things for you. Your neighbor at 81 Howard has yet to apply for his permit. We are on him, and it will go to order fairly soon. Second question was in regards to permit for grading. Permit is not required to grade that property, but it does need to be at a 2% maximum for water drainage. That's something, if you want to contact the zoning department again, they can confirm that, but a permit is not required to do that. Permit office 986-5140. And third, in regards to that deck and a zoning variance that the property owner will have to apply for, he's not allowed to have a deck that protrudes past the
Sunday, 10:29